Hello everyone. Today I will read Human Life, a poem. Human Life, a poem. I think that from a biological standpoint, human life almost reads like a poem. It has its own rhythm and beat, its internal cycle of growth and decay. It begins with innocent childhood, followed by awkward adolescence trying awkwardly to adapt to mature society, with its young passions and follies, its ideals and ambitions. Then it reaches a manhood of intense activities, profiting from experience and learning more about society and human nature. At my age, there is a slight ism of tension, a mellowing of character like a reaping of fruit or the mellowing of good wine, and the grateful acquiring of a more tolerant, more cynical, and at the same time a candler view of life. Then, in the sunset of our life, the endocrine glands decrease the activity, and if we have a true philosophy of old age and have ordered our life pattern according to it, it is for us the age of peace and security, and leisure and contentment. Finally, life fizzles out and one goes into eternal sleep, never to wake up again. One should be able to sense the beauty of this rhythm of life, to appreciate, as we do in grand symphonies and mention, the strength of conflict and the final resolution. The movements of the cycles are very much the same in a normal life, but the music must be provided by the individual himself. In some show, the discordant note becomes harsher and harsher, and finally overwhelms or submerges the main melody. Sometimes the discordant note gains so much power that the music can no longer go on, and the individual shoots himself with a pistol or jump into a river. But that is because his original leitmotif has been hopelessly overshadowed through the lack of a good self-education. Otherwise, the normal human life runs to its normal end in head of take flight moment and precision. There are sometimes in many of us too many staccatos or impetuosos, and because the tempo is wrong, the music is not pleasant to ear, or might have more of grand reason and the majestic tempo of the changes, flowing slowly and entirely into the scene. No one can say that life with childhood, manhood, and old age is not a beautiful arrangement. The day has its morning, noon, and sunset, and the year has its seasons, and it is good that it is so. There is no good or bad in life, except what is good according to its own season. And if we take this biological view of life and try to live according to the seasons, no one but a consented fool or an impossible For an impossible idealist can deny that human life can be lived like a poem. Shakespeare has expressed this idea more graphically in his passage about the 7 stages of life, and a good many Chinese writers have said about the same thing. It is curious that Shakespeare was never very religious or very much concerned with religion. I think this was his greatness. He took human life largely as it was, and intruded himself as little upon the general theme of things as he did upon the characters of his plays. Shakespeare's was like nature itself, and that is the greatest compliment we can pay to a writer or thinker. He merely lived, observed life, and went away. That's all. Thank you for your listening. Goodbye.